Hi everyone, I'm Beth in Texas, and this video I'm not going to give you a crochet lesson, but this is going to be a lesson that will help you with your crochet. And if you're already good at choosing color, then this might not be for you. I use a color wheel a lot. This is one I got. It's for mixing paint on this side, and then this side here has the little windows, and you put the color that you're going to use first. Like if you pick your favorite color, this is red, and you want to use a complementary color, you go straight across the color wheel to below it, and that's green. Okay, well, let's say you don't want to use green. Well, then it has these triangles here, and then you got your split complementary colors, which is you go to your complementary, and then one on either side of your complementary colors are your split complementary. And then you have your triad colors, which when you pick red, your primary colors are going to be the ones that match it. So it'd be red, blue, and yellow. So that's an equilateral triangle, a triangle that's the same on all three sides. That will help you find your colors. And on the color wheel with the little windows, all you have to do is turn it to the right one that you want. Let's see, turquoise was one that has been asked about, which is a blue-green. So I put the blue-green to match the colors for that. You go and you can either use this color straight across, or, sorry, I have to keep looking. The two colors, see this triangle right here? That's your split complementary, which is the colors on either side of your complementary color. Or the triad colors, which is when you make that triangle of equal distance, and it'll be those colors that you can choose. And that's how this color wheel is used, and it is a wonderful tool to use. Now, they do cost money, and it's a piece of cardboard, but it costs a lot for a piece of cardboard. I gotta tell you that. This one here that I'm showing you is actually made by the Color Wheel Company. But if you Google search, you will find pages and pages of images of color wheels. And there are two different kinds of color wheels. One is for your electronics for light, and the primary colors of light is different than the primary colors of pigment. So you want to make sure you get the primary colors of red, blue, and yellow, so that you don't get the wrong mix, okay? Now, out of all the ones I researched, the best one for designers is the Color Theory Quick Reference Sheets for Designers on paperleafdesigns.com, I think is the website. I will have the link below the video to find their free Color Theory poster. It is excellent. And even though you won't have these little windows to turn, if you just imagine these triangles and the straight line that goes across, you use it the same way. Choose your colors is just look at nature. If the colors look good in nature, they're going to look good in your crochet work. Like your fall colors, whenever your trees start changing colors, all those colors will look good together. The ocean, the beach, if you have a scene of the wildflowers blooming, you know, near the beach, then you know all those colors that of the sky and the sea and the sand and the flowers are going to look good together. Then you can go by tones, like jewel tones. Those look good. They look really good with black. Or you can do your pastels with white. You know, and then the colors that are in those color families that look good together will be something you can choose on your color wheel as well. Another way to pick colors is get your variegated yarn out. Choose the 2 or 3 colors from your variegated yarn. Variegated means multicolored. So if you get this yarn that's self-striping and has all these other colors in it, you want to put some solid colors of yarn in with it. Pick a color that's in there, maybe a shade brighter than what's in your variegated, or a shade darker, excuse me, if your variegated yarn's really bright. So that it'll make it pop. It'll make it stand out and not just blend in. But this color theory poster, if you go and download it for free and use it as a reference, it'll really help. You can choose your colors by primary, secondary, tertiary, complementary, and analogous. Or you can choose them by color relationships, which some of them are exactly the same as the color types. Monochromatic. A complementary, again, that's straight across the color wheel from each other, are complementary colors. Your split complementary is your color plus the 2 colors on either side of the complementary color. Your double complementary is your color with the complementary color, and then you skip one and the one that's across from that. If you look at the chart, you'll see that down here, double complementary. And you just take these little segments down here under color relationships, and if you kind of imagine that overlaid on your color wheel and turn it, that's how that'll work. The analogous colors are colors in rainbow order, and you just go around your wheel and those colors will go together. And then your triad colors, that is based on your primary colors, and they're that far apart on the color wheel, and if you turn that, will match. And then down here it has terms, and I won't read them to you. You can read those yourself. If you're doing a gift, know the person that's getting the gift. Pay attention to what colors they wear. If they love to wear the color, they usually love the color. Now, if you only see them in uniform, you might get something that's not the color of their uniform. If you ever go in their home and you see how their home is decorated, what colors they use in their home usually indicates what colors they love. So kind of think about that, and think about if they are real conservative with their colors, if they like neutral tones, or if they like brights, or if they like dark colors. Those are things to consider when you do a gift, when you crochet. And again, look at nature, figure out what God Almighty made look good. You're right. Play with it. Do some exercises. Just take the colors, experiment, make swatches, and see if you like what it looks like. I personally believe black and white will look good with anything. If the white is a pure bright white, the black is a dark black. Now you can get blacks that have more gray or blue undertones to it. You can get whites that have more yellow and gold undertones to it, or you can get whites that have a blue undertone, which will make it depend on whether you use the warm or the cool colors with your shade of cream or off-white that you're using. If it's a warm shade of off-white, then go with your warm colors. If it's a cool shade of off-white, like an eggshell, then you want to go with your cool colors. It takes practice to eye those undertones, but you can do it. Hold it up against the other ones. It's like you think, oh, that'll look good, and then you hold them next to each other. No, they don't. So, like I said, practice and play with it. It's just one of those things. And I've found that when I do things with scraps, like these scrappy steps, it doesn't matter if the colors are matching or not. They're all beautiful. Somebody once asked me what my favorite color is. I like them all, and it depends on what situation I'm in and what it's going to be used for, whether I like it. So that is my video on colors and color theory. Be sure to go to Paperleaf Designs website and get your free color theory poster. I will see you in the next video.